And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and Louisville.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
And Wisconsin, who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Cardinals on D.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Feeds to Freak. Peyton left side. To the inside for Tang. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Here's Evans following the basket by Freak. Evans attacking.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Badgers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the Cardinals will go for a different look here. Thomas checked in for Mack. Jones comes in for Peyton. Russell, he's checked in for Sanders. And it's Price in for Rozier. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Price kicks to Freak. Jones with the screen on Hill. Here's Forte. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Here's Hill following the basket by Freak. It's hauled in by Thomas.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Screened by Russell. Price the pass to Thomas. Here's Jones. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. He doesn't get the second one. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Fisher is out there with Hill. And it's Wade in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Fisher. Offensive rebound. Louisville leading by 4. White drives in. Goes back up. And Freak with a nice bucket inside. Freak's got 8.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
So it's Louisville now. Here's Price. Hill pulls it in.
2 minutes left.
Wisconsin trails by 6. Here's Conley. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. A platoon swap here for Louisville. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Forte in at small forward. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then there's Payton. And it's Mack in at the 5. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4. 6 to shoot. To tie. That's good. Decker's got the game tied up here for the Badgers. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
Hill against Sanders. And stolen by Freak.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
And one thing that Louisville has is a very good track record of always remaining in the title picture. More often than not, they are considered to have as good a shot as any of winning the tournament. They are truly a college hoops powerhouse.
Hill kicks to Decker. He feeds it to Kaminsky. They set the pick. Hill dishes to Decker. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Hawkins kicks to Decker. There's the pass to Hawkins. Hill left side. Hawkins passes to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Decker, good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And Louisville does it with team basketball. I mean, they have their share of players that went on to the NBA. Gorgui Dieng and Earl Clark come to mind recently. But overall, this is a program that relies on the sum of the whole being greater than the individual parts.
Forte in a 2-guard. Thomas is out there with Irvin. Then it's White, and it's Odom in at the point guard position. To the paint, here's Forte. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Freak's got the lead up to 8 now for the Cardinals.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Here's Freak after the Badgers picking up a basket just moments ago. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cardinals.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's the Badgers with the ball. 8-point game. Walker is screen on Sanders. Gibson dishes to Walker. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second half of the game. And Gibson, here we go. Baseline try. It's rebounded by Louisville. Now here's Freak. Kicks it to Sanders. To the paint. Pass to Freak. From the baseline. Good.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
So we see the Cardinals get the win here. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step. The way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears, now you see it paying off at this very moment.
There's been a ton of sacrifice.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.